Good morning and welcome to another Hail of a Life video. We're back in London.
Yeah, we're here at King's Cross and we are getting ready to take the train over to Edinburgh to start the Scotland leg of our trip.
To catch you up on our journey, we just spent 2 days in London and then 2 days in the Cotswolds, but now we're back in London to go to Edinburgh.
Yeah, it's about a 4.5-hour train journey to Edinburgh, which I'm so excited to see all the beautiful, you know, English countryside, Scottish countryside. It's gonna be gorgeous.
It's gonna be great. But now, let's go into King's Cross. Maybe we can find 9 3/4. We've made it to Edinburgh. We got off the train and it was a really good train ride.
Yeah, it was beautiful. The views were gorgeous as we expected, but beyond what I honestly could have expected.
And it was nice. It was like very roomy, no like trouble with legroom. You could like walk around easily, like compared to a plane ride. Like it was
no comparison.
No comparisons. Like do that when you're here, obviously. But now we're gonna go find our hotel.
We made it to our hotel room. We are staying at the Elder York Guest House, which is in Newtown, Edinburgh. And here's our little room.
There's the outside. And here is our little tiny bathroom. It's nice. It's the UK. It's known to be small.
building that you just saw was Holyrood Palace, which is the official royal residence here in Edinburgh. And right now we're about to hike up to Arthur's Seat, which is an ancient volcano that was formed many millions of years ago. And it's gonna give really beautiful views of the city.
We reached the summit of Arthur's Seat. Now we're headed back down, but the hike overall was really good. Maybe about a mile in distance, but roughly 800 feet up. Very, very good hike. Moderate.
Yeah, I'd say moderate in intensity.
Yeah, a lot of rocks that you have to do, a lot of steep parts, but it took us about 30 minutes to get up there. Great hike overall though.
We finished hiking Arthur's Seat and then got some dinner at a restaurant called Eco Vino, which is Italian-esque.
Scottish Italian.
Yeah, Scottish Italian. We had fresh mussels, salmon. It was delicious. And then we had a lemon tart for dessert, which was so good. But it's 9:30. 9:30 right now.
It's, you know, the further you go north, like the more, at least in the summer, the more daylight you have.
Yeah, it's kind of mind-blowing. But we're headed back to the hotel and going right to bed. We're exhausted.
Good morning from Edinburgh.
Yes, we are up bright and early. We have a busy day planned, but we started the morning with a really wonderful full Scottish breakfast. But today I think we're going to check out the National Gallery, Victoria Street,
Edinburgh Castle.
yeah, and Greyfriars Kirkyard, which is a very old cemetery here. So yeah, let's get the day started. Okay, one thing to note about this city, there are so many stairs. Like, we just hiked a mountain to get where we are.
So to recap our day so far, we went to the gallery.
Yeah, that was really great. It was free to get into. It was only one story. It really took us maybe an hour, if that, to walk through.
Yeah,
really
and
enjoyed
that was by the Princess Gardens. Which we walked around that too, and then after that we went to Edinburgh Castle.
Yes, which the tickets were sold out for that, unfortunately, but we did get to go see the castle. We just didn't go inside of it.
Yeah.
It was still cool to see.
Still cool. Then after that, I think we went down to Victoria Street.
Yes, which was the inspiration for Diagon Alley.
Yeah, I saw a lot of stuff like the Elephant
Harry
Room
Potter.
where she wrote the book, like Harry Potter, Diagon Alley. So cool, like to see all the colors
Iconic.
of the street, and it was just very nice. After that, we did the Greyfriars Kirkyard, and we saw Greyfriars Bobby, which was the dog of the story, and we can talk about that separate, but
Yeah. But we went through the Kirkyard, which is a cemetery, and picked out, saw all the gravestones that have the names from Harry Potter that...
Potter, Tom Riddle, McGonagall, Moody. I think there was Black there, which we didn't see.
Yeah, but they were basically the inspiration.
Yeah, I think she went there.
Got.
Yeah, she went there and saw those names and used
wrote them into
yeah.
the books. Yeah, so it was pretty cool.
Pretty cool. And after that, which was very close by, was the Museum of Scotland.
Yeah, and it wasn't just about Scotland and its history. I mean, it definitely had that, but it also had like science, technology portions, the natural world, all about animals.
and interactive, so kids were able to enjoy it.
Yeah, I really enjoyed it. I wish we could have spent more time there.
Yeah, but now we got some coffee, and now we're getting ready to go to our next tour.
Yes, which is an underground Edinburgh tour, and I think it talks a lot about witchcraft, some crazy things that went on here, which sounds really interesting.
Yeah, I'm very excited to see that.
Just finished up the underground vaults tour, and it was a really fantastic tour. It was about an hour long, but it went into the history of the vaults, and we learned about the people that live there. I mean, the poor, homeless, sick, and the criminals too that kind of took over that side of the city. It was really interesting.
Yeah, so it was South Bridge. There were little archways underneath the bridge, and they were closed in by the streets. It's kind of hard to explain, but essentially they were storerooms from a long time ago for the shops that were above on South Bridge, but they closed them up for the shops because it was built in limestone and rainwater went down there, so all the shops abandoned them and the criminals and homeless people moved in. And it was just terrible for
Terrible
them.
conditions.
Yeah.
And eventually the city closed up the vaults because they knew it was just a big problem. And then they were reopened in the 70s after they were rediscovered, and now there's tours that you can go on.
Yeah, so the tour was really cool. It was a little spooky from
Yeah.
like he tried to do, it was very much like a storytelling, kind of going through the vaults and what they thought, and they had some
Yeah.
history, but he made it spooky and, you know.
Yeah, we didn't experience any paranormal activity that we're aware of, but it was really good.
Yeah, it was really
nonetheless.
fun.
We are headed to dinner now. We're going to Howie's, which is in the Old Town, and we're gonna try some haggis for the first time. So
We'll let you know how that goes.
yeah,
Hopefully it'll be good. Hopefully we'll like it.
yeah, I hope so. is another part of the city where you can see really pretty views, especially of the Old Town and Arthur's Seat, which is right over there.
Yep.
Where we hiked yesterday.
Apparently this park was formed also kind of like Arthur's Seat from volcanic eruption. So it has a lot of history here too and monuments. So we don't know too much about it, but it seems...
Yeah, we're gonna walk around and learn some more, and then we're gonna head to dinner.
Just finished up dinner. The haggis was pretty good.
Yeah, it was pretty good, a little salty, but better than I expected it to be.
To me, it tasted similar to the black pudding. I would get it again if that's how all haggis taste.
Yes. Yeah, it was worth trying for sure.
Now I think we're gonna maybe turn in for the night because we got another big day tomorrow of traveling. So we'll see you tomorrow. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning. We are headed over to Edinburgh Airport this morning to pick up our car, but we're gonna take the tram to get there. There's no underground here in Edinburgh, but they have the tram, which works pretty much the same way.
Well, we made it here to the car rental in Edinburgh Airport. We got our car.
And we're ready to hit the road. Edinburgh was such an amazing city. The food, the atmosphere, the architecture, the history. We really enjoyed it, and we hope we can come back someday.
Yeah, and we're excited to see more of Scotland. We're going to be driving up through the Highlands and then over to Isle of Skye. So if you want to check out that video, it'll be coming up shortly. But also, if you want to check out our London video and our Cotswolds video, they're already on our channel. So you can check those out too. But until then, we'll see you next time.